So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage Mr. Stephen Hicklin.
So my name's Steve. I might accidentally be helping to end the world, so I thought I should probably come and tell you about that, because I feel a little bit bad. This is the equation that I do really geek stuff with every day. It's called a support vector machine. This is what's called machine learning. It does one thing and it does it really well, which is the next slide that I've got my timings completely wrong for. All that equation does is it splits data into two sets. And it just draws one line. That's all it's doing. And it just works out how to tell the difference between one type of data and another, but critically, it teaches itself how to do it. So you've got chickens. You only want to feed the girl chickens if you're growing eggs. So what you do is you get humans and you keep showing them chicken after chicken after chicken. And one day they can magically just tell the difference between boy chickens and girl chickens. And that magic is exactly what machine learning does. So in the old days, you used to have programmers that write a piece of code for one very specific thing. Something slightly different came along, and then it'd break. That's not the way we do it anymore. Nowadays, what we do is we take, say, 20,000 pictures of cats, 20,000 pictures of not cats, let the program work itself out, and then it's going to teach itself how to tell the difference between cats and not cats. And I don't code that, it just does itself. Now, we can glue loads and loads and loads of those together. So now I can teach it about different chess moves. And then all of a sudden, I can glue those together and I can go and beat chess champions with exactly that algorithm. I don't have to code that, it learns itself. So that's cool. It's happening now. It's in the automated driving. And the automated cars, they're happening. They're crashing 90% less. So the Tesla cars, they produce 90% less crashes. And that sounds really good. Apart from, for example, that's 90% less car crash. 90% less car crashes needs 90% less fixes. 90% less fixes, that takes 90,000 people out of work in the mechanicking industry. And then the ripples go out and out and out and out and out. So it affects car insurance claims. What's it going to do to how car insurance is priced if no longer we have car crashes? What about organ transplants? 60% of organ transplants come from crashes. Where do they come from there? And then things get worse and worse and worse. So this equation is the multiplier effect. This says that if you put some money into the economy, it runs round and round and round and gets about 5 to 9 times more valuable. But if you take money out, it doesn't just take 1 million out, it affects 9 million. So then we go on a little bit further. So roughly, we're going to take out, as an example, 200 million in fines, hundreds of millions of pounds in salary. We multiply that by 5, and just self-driving cars are likely to cause about £2 billion of crashes, of reduced spend. From there, we get into other industries, accountants, HGV drivers, solicitors. Now that's, in the UK, looking like at least 3 million jobs. Then we look at what happens if we blend this with robots. Now we've got robots that have got all 5 senses, they can make decisions better than humans can, and they can interact with the environment. And that's what's called automation, and that's what's in the news all the time about automation is going to take more jobs. In the US, they expect that 47% of jobs in the entirety of the US, that's 68 million jobs, will be gone by 2030. There's no plan on what to do with that afterwards. Now I'm back to speed again. So we don't know whether this is going to be good. We don't know whether this is going to be bad. The only thing we can say for definite is it's going to be a really, really, really rocky road. And everyone needs to be aware of what's going on. So one thing we need is we need the governments to make some decisions. So what's Donald Trump going to say about this? What does it do to trade? What does it do to pensions? What does it do to the benefits system if suddenly we've got 50% unemployment? What does it do to education? It produces an arms race all over the world. Some countries are going to do better than others. Is it going to be ours? But where does the investment come from? How do we get that investment if we've got massive unemployment? And the thing to remember is this is happening right now. But do you actually care? And the answer is no, you don't, because the bees are dying. The bees provide 40% of all the food on Earth. They're dying really, really fast. And almost certainly we're going to die before the automation takes place. Looking for the takeaways, it may be good, It may be bad. All we can say is it's different. We need to be ready for it. But does it really matter if we've got no bees? That's the end of my pitch.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you can see others on the Bettakultcha YouTube channel. Subscribe now and you'll be notified when new ones are uploaded.